In the welterweight division at UFC Vegas 100, this is your main event. You got Neil Magny taking on Carlos Prates. Magny 29-13, Prates 20-6. Neil Magny's 2 inches taller at 6'3". He's 37. He's getting up there. Prates right in the middle of the prime at 31. Magny's got a 2-inch reach advantage. He stands right-handed. Prates is a switch stance fighter. That's always an advantage. Prates more active on the feet, 4.7 significant strikes per minute to 3.4 for Magny, but the takedown game and controllability favors Neil Magny, who gets like 2 takedowns over the course of 3 rounds. Prates, no takedowns yet in his UFC career. Magny, 54% takedown defense. Coming off a loss to a tough Michael Morales by first round KO. Before that, he beat Mike Malott by third round KO and lost to Ian Gary. So he's still facing some very good competition when he loses. Prates, 80% takedown defense. Beat Li Jingliang by second round KO. Charles Radke, first round KO. Trevin Giles, second round KO. Mitch Ramirez at the Contender Series, second round KO. So that makes for a very, very tough prediction. Prates, as long as he can defend the takedowns well, which he does 80% of the time, he's going to eventually land a KO and get the win. But Neil Magny's going to try to tie him up. He's going to try to control him. That's going to be the big question in this fight. Can Prates defend the takedowns well enough? Not against like Li Jingliang and Charles Radke, but actually a real good takedown guy in Neil Magny. The answer to that question for me is yes. And usually I'm skeptical in fights like this. I like to go with the veteran who's got the experience, but right now, Carlos Prates has the momentum. Yeah, he's got those 6 losses outside the UFC, but again, he wasn't in his prime at that time. He's in his prime now. And this is a big fight for him to move up levels, and I think he gets the job done here against Magny. Likely to be a finish by Prates sometime in the second or third round, maybe even first. But either way, Prates is just better on the feet. Maybe he gives up a couple takedowns and he loses 2 rounds, but even if it goes to a decision, he wins 3 rounds out of 5. So I got no choice. And I like Neil Magny, but I got no choice but to go with the Brazilian here in Prates to get the win in significant strikes, defending the takedowns well enough to do it. He'll move to 21-6, in my opinion, welterweight division, UFC Vegas 100.